Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm Hayok Empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Maybe I started this too soon. I might have. I waited like 10 minutes. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on, old man. Oldest man in the world. Ben was the oldest man. Careful not to show them the southbound end of a northbound dog. Poop shoot. My little old man's getting very old very fast on me. So, went out this morning. I don't leave the house unless I have a reason to go. And I had a reason to go because tomorrow I don't want to go no place. So today is the day. I went into the Family Dollar real quick, and happy birthday, Chris. I hope it's a good one. She's Gemini. I swear to God, when I asked her when her birthday was, she said it was May 30th. And then I went in May 30th, and then she wasn't there. And then I went in today, and I'm like, when's your birthday? I thought it was the 30th. I came in, and you weren't here. And she said, no, it's today. So I sang her happy birthday real loud. Happy birthday, Earth Day. Happy birthday, Earth Day. Because I had to have some papers printed off. And then when I was leaving, I park away from everybody just because I don't want to deal with people. And I'm an asshole magnet. I'm sure that people can relate. Like, you know, those people, like, you're out in the middle of the nowhere camping, and then, like, some dill hole comes in and freaking parks right next to you and lets their dogs out off leash. That's just because they vibe low. Their energetic life sucks. That they don't have any joy, so they gotta fucking cipher off yours. Is that you, Fragini? I see the hearts. And so I went and I printed the papers off, and then I went to, and then she told me that it's her last, that she's Gemini, and she's ready to move on from that place. And she's 49. I'm 51. But I got Gemini and Mars and Saturn, and it's her sun sign. So I'm learning how to say no this season. This is my season. I'm the season of fall of my life. Maybe winter. We don't know. Because there's a lot of people that haven't even been afforded to live as long as I have. Because they don't value they were never taught to value life. They were taught to go after that thing, to chase that sensation that makes you feel good. And to whatever makes you feel bad, don't ever sit with that. We have to sit with that. It carves us into who we're supposed to be, that pain and that hurt. I want Jonathan passed away. You want to go outside? Huh, senile man? You want to go outside? Come on. I'll be back. Come on, honey bear. Come on. Come on. Good boy. I gave Chris a bunch of stickers too. I should just take my laptop with me, but it's kind of rainy intermittently, and I don't want it to drop in the screen. dog. Good boy. Go on. Go. Good boy. Odele, vámonos, animal. Go on. Go, Grandma Retta. Good dog. Go on. Go. You guys gotta leave me alone now. Leave me alone. Good boy, Ty. I don't know if this is right. I might need another tank top. Oh well. Alright. Okay. Alright, so the lady at the store got these. I gave her a big pile because I ordered the 3 inches instead of the 4 inches. And she said she's been giving them out to people. And people are really digging on it. I came up with it when I was 9 years old because straight people like rainbows too. And this is my version. To me, this is the rainbow. It's the color wheel. Because it's my nativeness, my DNA that just recognizes vibrational frequencies. I don't care about frickin' people's ethnicity. I don't really care about really what people are. I care more about what people do with what they are. So I came up with this. It's a thing of an inclusion. Plus, I like the ladies, so it's cheeky. And that's an exclamation point and a question mark, and they share the same dot. It looks like a heart to me, and it feels like electricity. And I sell the embroidered shirts. Looking for a new embroiderer though. So, anyway, when I went to, and she said, and I was telling Mom that when I got home, I said, yeah, the lady said that she's been giving them out, and people are like, wow, that's really cool. Whose idea is this? I say, you tell them it's Heyoka. It's a Heyoka. A Heyoka named Marge came up with this when she was 9, and now she made it to be 51 against some insurmountable fucking odds. I'm still fucking here. This is me, standing turtle. My higher power is the honoriness and cantankerousness of Calvin. That's tattoo number 1. I've had a few more since then. Because when I was a 10-year-old girl, I was waiting for Mom to finish with her man. And I had to go outside, and the only book laying around was Ray Bradbury's The Illustrated Man, so I sat there and waited and read that whole book in the time Mom was ready to go. Ray Bradbury. So, anyway, everybody's feeling the fire. We're just electricity, and we're getting so blasted. Some of us don't have earth in us. We're on earth, but we don't have earth in us. So it's harder for well, I don't know. I get ideas, but I don't like intelligence artificial, but I get ideas of how that we could have solution. And one, I came up with an idea to throw into the hat. I wonder how many people, if you said, hey, intelligence artificial, scan every single birth certificate, match every birthday in people's Western astrology, And then you could like take that and then you could run another one for said real astrology. And then decipher, take out anybody that has Earth in their chart. So what's left over is everybody on planet Earth that doesn't have Earth in their chart. Like me, my friend Earth Angel Fragine. I don't think who else? There's other readers I've heard that don't have Earth in their chart. Anyway, and then put those birthdays, match those, no Earth in their chart, and then see how many are somehow bipolar or have some sort of neurologic, because they're in the ethers all the time. You know, I hope to see the Earth correlate with astrology more. You know, because there's a lot of people in positions of authority they're in positions of authority with inferiority complexes, so they are overcompensating with their power by just making it hard for people, and they don't have any soul. They get their rocks off because their people are in a bad way because they had the power to help them. They just didn't use it to help them. So they ain't serving good orderly direction. That is not good orderly direction. That is demonic, narcissistic, crazy, stupid cousin bullshit. Unintegral. Disingenuous. Everybody, I hope that guy that was on that cartoon, I never liked that cartoon very much. That King of that Hill it just... You know, drinking beer next to a fence, that's kind of what put America in a toilet. And so I don't really want to pay homage to the downfall of the country in which I live, because that's exactly what's happening right now. So he spoke a few weeks ago, and he said, listen, you know, he spoke on the news. He put himself out like, hey, I'm in distress. I'm not in a safe place. I've been doing that for 7 years. And he was on TV. You know, so that's the thing, is like people think, haha, TV, it's funny, but because of TV, people have lost their ability, desire, capability, initiative, call it whatever little fucking word you want it. They don't have any emotional control, and then you add that with not valuing life. And I mean, in New Mexico, this is like that video game. And you know how it got here like this? I think that Cranston guy, they when Hollywood makes movies like, or shows like Breaking Bad, I watched it. I watched the whole season. I thought it was cool. I'd watch it while I was at work. I listened to it in my ear. You know, I was taking service desk calls. Yeah, I watched oh yeah, it's cool. But it was later that I'm like, oh, they do that, so it makes it okay in real life. And this place is fucking hell on earth. It's a free-for-all because the egoic are trying to outmatch other people's egos. Let me tell you a little something about your local neighborhood sheriff and policeman. When I went into the Air Force, I was 27 years old, 26. Like, I had to get a little special waiver that said, this old lady can go in. Good thing I have the good blood. So they let me in, and when I had to do all the recruiter bullshit, and I was older than the recruiter, because he recruits 18-year-olds, you know? People that are going from one program that are about to go to a different program. All based on who's in charge and how they feel about day, and if you know the cool kid. So, you know, he's like, one of the first things I said, dude, I have no choice. I'm one of those. I said, you can't give me any bullshit. You can't sell this to me. I'm one of the desperate. He's like, okay, cool. He said, then I'll just let you know some things about what it's not anything. It's nothing like you think it is. The Air Force is nothing like you think it is. He's like, when you get to basic training, don't think that's the military, because that's just basic training. And when you get to tech school, which is it's the equivalency of college, where people are just going around drinking and screwing everywhere, climbing in and out of windows to do it. And then they're like, that's not the real Air Force. And then when you get to your first I was in Offutt. It's a pony show. It's a show. It's like, we'll put the spotlight on this base to make America think America is so fucking wonderful. Because this is where the president comes, and this is where that night watch plane, the doomsday plane, that was the mission in my shop, was to support that. We were base support. We were not just flight line support, Aegis base wide support. We do all the little bitch shit while everybody's in their cush little offices. We're the ones out there fucking keeping the equipment going so the little airplanes can even get off the fucking ground, because without our shit, their shit ain't shit. So, good boy, old man. Mwah. Yeah, it's not. You're gonna get a snack soon, old man. You'll get a snack soon. It's almost time. Almost, not yet. You goofy bastard. Okay, I'll go in there. You stay here, I'll go in there. Because you're making my brain stop thinking. I think it's funny about these stickers, because when somebody else gives them away, they're rad. But when I give them away, they're like, they don't want them, because it comes from me. And then later in life, I found out about a thing called Aries and Chiron. And so it made sense. Is because I'm a mirror. That is my role and purpose in this life. So if people like themselves, that they reflect that in me. And if they hate themselves, they reflect that in me. It's just Chiron and Aries. It's not my fault. It's just how it is. Things that I've accepted. But the good news is I am the way I am because of every single constructive criticism that has been thrown at me. I speak clearly. I enunciate. I speak concisely because I had speech impediment and people couldn't understand me. So I paid extra close attention on the speech bus so that people make sure, because I don't like repeating myself. Because when people go, huh, and what, and want you to reiterate, they're just trying to take power from you. Don't let people take power from you. It's not their power to take. Tell them to muster up their own power. So I like to explain to people how we are electricity, and we are just fired on electricity. And so when the sun blasts its blast, it puts us into a frequency where we gather knowing and understanding. Ideally, we are supposed to take action on this. That is how things are created. But people are shorting out right now because they don't like how they feel. I hated how, like, going to school, because I'm like, I tune into people's thoughts. So it doesn't matter how nice people act to me. Ultimately, I tune into how they really feel about me. So I don't have a lot of friends. Thankfully, I would rather have my fine-tuned discernment like my mom taught me. Because Mom always taught me, as long as you line up your mind with your heart and your gut, you can never go wrong. And every time I've been screwed over by someone, I knew that what they were doing, I just allowed it. And then I just, you get the INFJ door slam ultimately. So, I know, bud. Oh, you ate extra early. No, you ate late today. It's all right. They're all sensitive. We're all extra heightened because of the freaking CMEs. you know. Lucky for me, I don't have to go into any place and act like I give a crap about anybody else's agenda, aka a job. Because people are just shorting out everywhere. Oh, I gotta finish the story about what the recruiter said. So the recruiter said, all right, good enough. He said, the military's not, and so I was asking him questions, because that's the kind of mind I have. I said, are the police the lowest? Because you got to take a test to get into the military. I said, are the police the lowest test scores? He said, no, they're the second lowest test scores on the military entrance exam. Because they want them so they're programmable, so they can tell them who because they already, the system is already, God, I got to go outside or something. I'll go in the bathroom. That's what I'll do. This is what I freaking, woo! See ya, bye! I have no autonomy. Fucking shit. Fucking. Anyway, where was I? So the police, second lowest test score above only those people that wipe off the gym equipment, right? So they do 2 years in the military on some security forces. I had to deal with those motherfuckers all the time. Let me start the TV for Mom. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to do this talk without Benny fucking crying in my ear. Because it messes with my brain. It makes me skip my thoughts. And he can't help himself. He's just getting old. But I can't stand it. It just... All right, there. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, so second lowest test scores on the military entrance exam. They do 2 years, then they go back to where they came from, and then they just use their power behind their badge because their uncle let them become a sheriff or a policeman. And then they just go after everybody who they, with their high school GED education, deems a threat. They think I'm a threat. I have 2,400 videos of talking about keeping your hands to yourself, don't drink, exercise, good orderly direction, have a God, one that tells you to, and gives you the angel on the shoulder, preferably not the devil. The Saturn. What are you coming forth with? The angel or the Saturn? And we make these conscious decisions every day based on our behavior. So that is why America's going down the toilet, because it's being bullied by a bunch of inferiority complex blue pill chomping dudes. And there's women too. There's women that have these same frequencies. I'm not discriminating. I used to be like that. But if I'm in a parking lot in my big old truck and nobody's around me, so I can just get out, and some old boomer asshole fucking pulls in right in front of me, yeah, I'm gonna fucking flip as I'm pulling off. Like I'm gonna flip you off, boomer. Oh, he got so mad. Oh my God. He got so, how dare this? I'm like, dude, don't be mad at me because your shit don't work. That's how men act when their shit don't work. They gotta overcompensate. They're the guys that smell like piss when you walk past them in the grocery store, because they just that's how people act with their free will. They don't care. They don't care. Why bother? It's just Dude, I mean, when I was a little, you know why I look like this? Because when I was a little girl that looked like pigtails, barrettes and stuff, dudes would show me their fucking penises all the time, or they're always wiping. Here, little girl, hold my hand, and they'd wipe my hand in front, like all kinds. But they don't do that shit no more, because I say, listen, little boy, put that shit away. It's so funny. Women are the creator. We are the most fucking badass, dude. We don't need to be inflated in order to create. We don't. We don't need to be told, you can do it. You're the best boy. Here's some Jordans. Here's a real fast car and a truck with real big wheels just so you can be a man and rise to the occasion. But then they make kids and then they run off. Then they just try to stick it wherever they can. Whatever penis pocket. Where's the next penis pocket? I'll tell her that I care, but I really don't. And then I'll leave my seed in her. And just more fucking deadbeat dads. More fucking loser dads. I have one. I can spot him a mile away. They're out there living that best life, leaving a trail of fucking souls that had to rebuild themselves. Somebody on TikTok did a video. I did a video response today. I don't do those very often. But she had said, I tick people off because I just give you a different way of thinking because I'm not part of your stupid program. And I never have been a part of your stupid program. Someone, okay, where was the original TikTok? Love this so much. My son, late teen, said he wishes he was a kid in the 80s. He knows we had it so much better. I often say the further away we get from nature, the closer we get to dis-ease. Dis-ease. Look at the world. How much dis-ease is out there. And then people are so sad and they're so hurt, but they're acting like everything's great. Everything's wonderful. They're playing the role. They're playing the role that they see on TV, and they don't see how stupid that role on TV is. I went back. All these people are seeing. I can't believe how dumbed down society is. This is why I spend so much time alone. Here's a perfect example. All these people are on this. They're like, ooh, here's some recently added, recently found deleted scenes for Truman Show, for Rose, for every show. You know why? Because intelligence artificial exists. So all people have to do is go blah, 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 blah. Make scene. And then it's a blast from the past that doesn't even exist. And I just really wish people would come up into frequency where like data is and information is, and less sensation, less butt stuff, so much less butt stuff. Less politics, less reindeer games. Politics, it's all reindeer games. It's all to take you away from helping your neighbor. Like that comedian, like that man that freaking begged. He put public pleas out. So to that guy, to that dude that was on effing what's his name? I'm getting all worked up. Where is it? He put out all of these. He's so sad. He's so sad about his friend that got shot. He is so sad. He was on Parks and Recreation. That dude with the whatever. He's so. Where were you? Why didn't you take him in? Why didn't you take him and his husband in? Why didn't all these people that love the man? Like, that's the thing. Like, my life, I did all these things to take care of mom. And they're in 2017, they're all the things I stopped doing to take care of mom because people are lazy. They're not, because they don't know how. All they know how to do is be taken care of. Everybody that is in a fucking position of authority in DC or Hollywood or any place like that, they've always fucking been taken care of. And then they're put in positions where they're gonna divvy out budgets to take care of people. They've never wiped an ass. They don't fucking know what it's like to take care of people and to watch people suffer, and all you want to do is make an environment where they are comfortable just so it gives you a little bit more fucking peace, because none of these motherfuckers out here are doing that. But meditation, God, and not indulging to impulses, and speaking everything that I say whatever I want to whatever, because it's not that bad. Number one, anything I ever say to anybody is not that bad. It's just me speaking my peace so I can keep my peace, because I say it and then I leave it out there. And look how many people on planet Earth keep that shit inside and it's bottled up. You know what happens when you bottle up all that negative energy? It turns to cancer. Turns to cirrhosis, liver disease, heart disease. So I recommend people get a little dumbbell. Start out with 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever you see fit. And when those times that you feel powerless, you lift up those dumbbells and you pump that iron until your little arms feel like until you forget why you're doing it, and you start feel better about stuff. I'm speaking from personal experience. So, hi Alexander the cat. Hi Key, how are ya? Be a man, little boy. That's why they hate me, because I'm a bigger man than they are. I'm a bigger man than they are. But don't worry, dude. I'm no threat. I don't want a penis. I ain't never wanted a fucking penis, except for when I was like 5 years old. I remember running around like a little boy, all just in tune to my last incarnation that got cut off early because I lived in my ego and didn't hesitate. So I died. And then I came back thinking I was a little boy, but I was a little girl. Oh, it was so confusing, but I figured it out. So I came back and it wanted to run around a little boy. Thank God, because my grandparents, they would have had me have a sex change if I would have been under their care, but Mom got custody. Mom saved me. God saved me. So I could have been one, because, 5 years old. I think, why I wanted to be a little boy? Because I didn't want to go in the house to have to go pee in the toilet. That's why. That is it. And think about how adults would have taken that and fucking ran with it to support this whole transhumanism fucking bullshit. God don't make junk. You can always resolve the emotions inside you without surgery. It's demonic when people alter themselves. You change yourself from the inside, and anything else besides that you accept, shadow or fucking light, for shit's sake. I mean, come on. I thought people were waking up to this shit, and I'm still the only one that fucking talks about this stuff. Oh well, I'll keep waiting. I will. For now, time is speeding up so fast. Things are going so fast. I am finding ways to stay grounded. I have to. I have no other choice. I have to stay calm because my old dogs get worked up and Mom gets worked up. We're all a little ecosystem, and we're all just like little molecules in a pot. So if I start boiling, they start percolating. So I gotta stay calm to keep the ecosystem calm. So I meditate, I exercise. I didn't even eat no cookies or nothing for like 2 days. And then last night I'm like, God, man, I just feel like shit. I just, my head hurts. The pressure is just, it's just how it is. And I do everything I can to alleviate myself so that I can be cool to people around me. And then I go outside and I'm a fucking asshole magnet. So I don't go out. I'm done with 3D Earth. I hope to have a place that I can invite the people in the community that In community to me, I just mean planet Earth, that are just like mine. Just I'm trying to do what everybody else is trying to do. Have a garden. Every use my energy to help add to other people and that have less than me, because I my whole life have been the person that has had less, and I've been gracious. I've known a lot of gracious people that have been very generous with me. It's how I got here, honky. I was talking about, if you're still here, I was talking about how we got to Taos. And here's a crazy story. The woman that was so unkind to me, that threatened to kill all the cats in the first trailer that we lived in when we first moved to Taos, she just died on spring solstice. May 21st, she went to meet her maker. Yeah, I just found that out. It's a trip. She was. That's what alcohol took her. The spirits took her, and I'm seeing so many people. I see either it's the division of the earth is people that are just fucking. They're gonna sin because they're gonna fucking die. That's how they're gonna sin. They're gonna, because what they're doing is gonna fucking lead them to no place good. This next period, because people are just becoming unhinged. I know it. I can feel it. I get unhinged at shit that I can't control. That's why I work. I've already done 500 sets of my way to 20 today, because I feel powerless, but I don't put that powerlessness on external things, because it ain't external shit's problem. And after you look around, you're gonna see fucking people putting this shit on other people. They're unhinged, dude. The whole fucking world is unhinged because people just go around and do whatever they want, and they never do anything to inconvenience themselves to make somebody else's life better, because that isn't profitable. And I'm not seeing any other... Dude, they're still going the way of the ego. They're still like... One blast of karmic retribution is gonna level the playing field. So if you were a scumbag when you had money, when people are scavenging for freaking Walking Dead end time shit, you think they're gonna care about you then? That's fucking hilarious. Scoundrel's a scoundrel. Generous is gonna be generous before or after. So anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. Did I say everything I was gonna say? Second lowest test scores, and they get all the budgets. That's what's crazy, is they get all the budgets. The biggest egos, because like attracts like. So the asshole is gonna see the asshole. Or ignore. It's all free will. So it's gonna get interesting. Yeah, when I was a little girl, that's when I started by like not wanting to be around people because they just didn't feel good. They didn't feel good. It was my intuition. Mom was always telling, just they didn't feel good. And then so when that happened on that school bus, because I'm not a liar. I'm a terrible liar. I bust myself out. I get all awkward. I left that when I was 3. So I just freaking deal with the consequences of my actions. If I'm going to be embarrassed or ashamed about anything that I do, then I shouldn't have done it. And then never do that again. Correct the behavior. Don't be sorry and just keep acting the same way over and over. That's insanity. So when that happened on those school bus and those kids did that to me with the pencil, and then I went and told, and my brother negated the story. So they made, like my own brother wouldn't stick up for me. So I'm real careful with people. I speak from experience. It's what I got for now. Thanks.